Hello and welcome to Shuffle and Roll and another episode of the Nightfell campaign. This is episode 4. So, first off, it's been a while since we've played. Unfortunately, with my playgroup there's 5 players, and we started the campaign with a rule that if there was ever less than 3 characters, we would miss that week and wait for the next week, which has caused us not to play for almost 3 weeks now. But we bit the bullet a little bit this week, and we decided to do a little bit of a smaller group with 2 people. So Ben, who was playing Carrion, and Jake, who was playing John the Cleric, decided that we'd get together and do a sort of side quest session. So this is off the back of escaping out of Scenaria with the Caledonians invading. They made their way back to the Bastion with Sister Neva and the civilians that they'd rescued along the way, finding out that amongst those civilians there was a chef, a gardener, a farmer, a seamstress and a bird keeper amongst them, and they have put them to work in their bastions. So now, as a bit of a home-brewed addition, we have now added the ability to use messenger pigeons to the party. As well as that, John managed to secure the guild that was helping them, the Maya Vultures, a group of between 10 and 16-year-olds that were living in the Warrens. So they're now living in the cleric's basement. So a man of the cloth with 16 children all living in his basement. Bit of a cliche. But as they were going, they sent the Maya Vultures on little fact-finding missions, finding whether there was a main road near their new bastion, and where it led to, and trying to find out some information about Scenaria after the attack. When they got this information back, they found out that when the Caledonians attacked, they attacked the palace and the noble region, which was the northernmost region of the city, and the Warrens, which is the slum area, which is the southern area, was pretty much left as it was, but was in riot from the denizens of the Warrens. So it seems like the denizens of the Warrens and the Caledonians have sort of made a bit of a truce together, living in the city. They then, as they got more information, they found out that refugees that were leaving the city, a lot of the lower born refugees were just spreading out everywhere and not picking where they were going. They were just walking to get away from the city. But the nobles were congregating in a place called Pavel Grove, which was to the south. So about midway between Scenaria City and Pavel Grove is the characters' bastions that they have set out as like a little mini town with 5 houses, but now has got a bit bigger, because now the refugees that they helped get out of the city have now created tents and are now living around their bastions, and have started making a wooden wall around all of the houses to make it a bit more secure. As they were seeing nobles travelling south, the two of them decided that they'd go down to the south, about 5 days travel, down to Pavel Grove, and they found that around about 400 nobles had all congregated there, and someone had named themselves the new Queen of Snaria after Logan had gone missing, the true king. So now, down in Pavel Grove, there is a lady named Tara Grayson who has proclaimed herself as the Queen, and she has followers, but not really an army to try and reclaim Snaria yet. So they are still in the planning phases of a rebellion to take back Snaria. Whilst they were there, they saw a familiar face that they can remember seeing at the feast, of which started off the battle with the God King, and it was the advisor to Logan, Solon Tofusin, a blue dragonborn sorcerer, and they had a conversation with him. He expressed his need to find out what happened to Logan, and they gave him any information they had, which wasn't really a lot. And then he said that he was looking to travel further south to Modai to go to Shosendi, a mage college where he has two friends there, which pinged a little bit of resonance with John the cleric, who wants to head through Modai to go down to a island called Gandu, where he learnt his cleric trade, which may have one of the weapons that combines with the Kakari that they're looking for. So they made a plan to let him know if they were heading down that way, and they would join and head down together. They then went to speak to the newly proclaimed Queen Tara Grayson, and John had taken the king's jewellery off of him, off of his dead body, and returned the necklace to Tara Grayson, who didn't really want to wear a big garish piece of gold chain that was made for a man, so she instinctively handed it off to one of her lowerlings and told them to smelt it down and turn it into something a bit more graceful. They then headed back up to the bastion to tell the others in the party about this, and that's where we ended the session. If you're enjoying these recaps, please subscribe, hit that like button, and I'll see you soon.